It's Tom Albright with AVNation, looking ahead at InfoComm 2021. We are still going. Orlando, the 27th through the 29th of October. And with us to talk about their booth is my good friend, Melody Craigmile, Vice President of Marketing for Almo and Almo Pro AV. Welcome, ma'am.
Hey, thanks, Tim. Good to be with you today.
Absolutely. Good to see you. I will get to see you in person during Orlando. You guys are in booth number 3328 28. Lots of moving and shaking on the show floor of InfoComm. Certainly, some of our stuff as well. But it will be a different show, but we're still going. So talk for a second about, to the folks that are going to attend in Orlando in October. What are we going to find? What are we going to talk about with the folks at Almo on the 27th to the 29th?
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be, quite a different booth this year. We're being very selective with the technology that we're bringing. So we're going to have a few key pieces. One I think it will be of particular interest to our partners is that we have a new sort of all-in-one demo kit for the apps and LED walls. So we're going to be showing one of these solutions in a flight case with the media player and the content, everything ready to go for them to take out and show their end users, LED technology. And traditionally, that's been a hard thing to do, as you know, they're fragile and, there's just a lot of components to it. But we're trying to make it very easy for people to do that. So we're excited to show that along with a few other products that will be some great finds for people who are looking on the flat panel side for something new and exciting to offer their customers.
Absolutely. And LED is one of those technologies that you really can't show through a Zoom call, through a virtual call, right? It's one of those things that you don't have to quite to touch it and feel it, but you do have to kind of be in person to kind of be able to experience it. And the one thing about Almo Pro AV is having those relationships with those vendors to be able to package stuff like that, right? You've got that. You've got engineering packages. You also got control programming. Talk for a second about some of those non-tangible things that a distributor like Almo can kind of give to a vendor.
Yeah, I think now more than ever, having more resources for things like labor, or there's been a lot of turnover in organizations, and now they're ramping back up, and projects are kicking off, and they need help immediately. So we have a whole team now that are working with our dealers on sourcing labor. Of course, we had our content creation for digital signage, so a lot of touch kiosks going in, a lot of frictionless environments are being deployed into the hospitality industry. So how are we going to keep people from being in that lobby a long time waiting just to check out for that one Diet Coke, at the Marriott Courtyard, when you can go up, scan your key, and go and go to your room safely. So those are the conversations we're going to be having with dealers in the booth. We're going to have a lot of meeting space. A lot of accommodation for people just to sit down and talk about what's happening in their business and, how we can fill in the gaps when they need us.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are Almo is wrapping up the celebration of their 75th anniversary. Talk for a second about what you guys have kind of highlighted this year, not just with your customers and clients, but also internally. Like 75 years is a long time to really kind of still be in business.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we've had a lot of fun going back in some of the archives and seeing the old Almo appliances delivery vans, and some of the events we did with customers, back in the 60s and 70s. It's been a lot of fun, but it's also, it's been a time of reflection for us about how Almo, just from its core, is about giving back, and so we kicked off this initiative at the beginning of the year of 75 Ways of Giving. And Almo is going to be contributing to 75 different charities across the country. And a couple of those at InfoComm. So we're going to be making a donation to the Michael Vergowan Scholarship Fund to help bring in that next generation of AV professionals, which as an industry, that is something that we should all be very focused on, that, and of course, diversity and inclusion. And then secondly, I mentioned our meeting space that we're going to be having in the booth. And we're actually going to be using our own line of furniture that we have in our Almo B2C and also in some of our B2B offerings. And then when we're done with that furniture at the show, we're going to be donating that to Habitat for Humanity in the Orlando area. So Those are just some examples of the ways that we've been giving back through employees donating their time, product, monetary donations. And it's just, having been during COVID, like people are ready to get out and do things and volunteer and give back. And it's just been such a great sense of community and getting back together. Even sometimes it's just virtual, but next week I have my marketing team coming into Baltimore and we're putting together kits for the Ronald McDonald House and like
Hmm.
dress up kits, princess and Spider-Man and all kinds of cute things. Since we can't do the chef program anymore in the Ronald McDonald houses, we're going to be making kits for kids to have some fun. So it's been a great year and a great sense of giving back and also reflection.
Well, it's a remarkable way to celebrate 75 years, right? And that is to kind of give back to others. That is very, very cool. Again, you guys are in booth number 3328, 3328. If folks aren't going to Orlando for whatever reason, Melody, though, you guys are going to be out and about, at least in North America. The first stop, at least in the calendar year, for Almo Pro AV, is in Dallas on November 30th. Talk for a second about what that event is, and if they're not in the Dallas area, how they can attend.
Yeah, so we're very excited about this. We have done, obviously our traditional E4 experience tour live events for, it's going on 12 years now. And then, when a year and a half ago, we started the E4V, the virtual experience, which has gone over great, and you've been a part of that since the beginning, Tim. And so now we are venturing into something totally new, and this is going to be a hybrid event. So we are going to be having sessions live in Dallas that will be live streamed that people can participate in. We'll be having live curated exhibit hall tours from the show floor, one for digital signage, one for UCC. So people are going to get to be able to feel the excitement of the show floor, but from the comfort of their home or their office. And the other thing that I think people are going to find really intriguing is that for a couple of our keynotes they're going to see is that we're going to be using our holographic telepresence product, which is going to be amazing. And can't say exactly yet, but we do have a keynote speaker that's going to be from a major motion picture studio beaming in from California to be a part of one of the keynotes that we're having. So pretty cool technology, very cool stuff. Worth tuning in person if you're in that Texas, Oklahoma, Texarkana area. Drive on in, and if not, you can join from the hybrid event, and it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of great content.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Again, that's November 30th. For InfoComm, 3328, 3328. Melody, if somebody's not going to either one, but they want to find out more about Almo in between Orlando, in between Dallas, in between now and the end of the year, how do they do that?
Yeah, just go to almoproav.com and click contact us and reach out to one of our business development managers. They're kind of the first line of people that can help you with speccing that project or understanding availability of product, which is a big question these days.
It is indeed.
We certainly can help with that, with registering people's projects and helping them forecast that product so that they're ready when their end user is ready.
Awesome. Melody Craigmile from Almo Pro AV. Again, you can check out Melody and the rest of the team at 3328 in Orlando for InfoComm 2021, the 27th through the 29th of October. We'll be there. And if you're not going, you can follow along as well on our website, AVNation.tv. It's AVNation.tv as we head to Orlando for InfoComm 2021. All that and more at AVNation.tv. It's AVNation.tv.